Hello everyone, my name is Dash and welcome back to Danganronpa. Last time we figured out Sakura was dead and she died, but smile on her face. So this is an investigation episode and we're supposed to figure out who's the killer. My opinion, I forgot who I thought was the killer. I thought it was either Sakura did that to herself, or I actually forgot who the other one was. But let's actually start on it. This game is kind of loud. This looks like some kind of rapper. Huh? Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Janice and Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. Oh, excuse me. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like him. Actually, as soon as we could get it to the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. Wow. She didn't even share. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. That's selfish. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. You know. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the through section of your handbook. Sure. Damn, that's upsetting. I kind of want candy too. Let's look at her. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obviously evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have problems believing that's what killed her, but according to the Bunaguma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. Oh my god. Excuse me, I'm kind of tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I'm not tired, but I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not physically tired. But, I don't know. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Malaguma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura, but maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. But yuck.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I would call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. No shit. The locker that has handprints. Huh? The locker's open and there's on the inside. It's a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in a locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Yeah, I actually thought as well that someone just hid and got out. There are shards of glass scattered all around this chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. No shit. No shit. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figurine. Huh? What do I want to do? Oh look, there's the bottles. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottles. That's not the problem right now. It's so different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, with the bottles opening in a small... You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You ever seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words.
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle, sure. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma... Oh my goodness, excuse me. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Yep, and there's blood next to it. Look. There's a blood stain from the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Okay, what else can we look at? We look at the wrapper. We looked at that. Sure, let's look at the chest. I mean, I can, right? Oh, no, that. We already know who did it. Yakia, Taka, or Hira. It had to be one of them. Oh, we already knew who did it. And then she lists out who could it be. So Loki, you don't know. I think it's her. Because she is too... Oh no, she's just too, you know. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Oh, you can see that really, Loki. Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked me all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here, in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she had left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I would stop her by force even, this never would have happened. You know, it's impossible not to have regrets. I know. Always I count that's been. But the fact that she had asked those 3 to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon. The same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the 3 of them directly. Wait, what else can I check? Clock? It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? It sucks at her.
However,
but for Sakura to have been killed... Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand of her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They wouldn't have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Wait. Okay, him. Where's those 2? That knife? the knife chick, and let's do these two and then talk to him. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
It looks like a protein shake, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein, and she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that heart if I were you. I know, but still, this protein can. It got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab has all kinds of health stuff, so she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Excuse me. Huh? What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. There must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it will become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Locate me or empty potential. I don't know, like you could have knocked it over on someone just like phew, throw it. I don't know.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found that. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note for that effect, yeah. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Yakuya said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Wow. Remove yourself from this sight. Okay, I need to examine the crime scene as much as possible. I really literally examine everything I can. And the door, sure. Sure. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on this door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening, and there were no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Sure.
Listen.
Well, Makaro, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so. For the most part.
So then,
You should probably go talk with people now. I'm on the guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I decided you will go in my place. Place? She decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue, but she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. How do I? Yeah, let's leave. How do I teleport? Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Oh. Sure. I don't even have to. Okay, let's look. Kyoko. He's dead. No, he's there. She's there. Oh, her. I press the doorbell, and after a few seconds, who's there? The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well,
What
what
do
do
you?
you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slid her out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Bianca already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said too, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me more about it? I admit, I did get to know it, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact. It's not good enough, then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Sure. Whatever. Sure. Dead. No, not dead. Dead. Him, right? I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Bakuro? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How do you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Olga told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? What did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked to meet with her, of course. But did she write you a note? Yeah, no, she gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ori was when Hira got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office. But you just said she gave you a note in person.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pocket. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of your pocket.
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pockets.
Hey, come on.
It's alright, just a bit of trash we're gonna throw out earlier. Trash.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny or asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you will excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hira quickly slipped back into his room. Hira said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. It's a candy wrapper, wasn't it? Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hira. What next? I'll definitely have a look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So, where should I start? Let's go to the chem lab. How do I teleport? How do I see where it is? I just don't remember where the... Huh? Oh shit, no! Wait. How do I exit it? Presents? There you go, map. I'm sure it's on the, like, fourth floor. Maybe physics lab, hallway, class B, class A, hallway, rec room, art room. No, then data center, control room, class, Killblock, there you go. Okay, it's 4th floor, so can I teleport to here? Yeah. Awesome. And it's right here. Oh, look at he's there. Look at the person who's here. Look at him. Look at this person. Blah, blah, blah. Makoto, did you have your eye on the Killblock too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. The fuck you want, man? You want too much. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been collected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's the powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Oh, someone already stepped on it. Oh, that's definitely. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Gem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out. And at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then, this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. Is that really? It is when it happened? It must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder. Sure. Here we have the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. It better not leave a footprint. And then the footprint itself. There are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to take a sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an invisible smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I'll get to work, and before long, I will join up a sketch of the room. Sure. Sure. Oh, so how's this? Not bad for you. I mean, for me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left those footprints only had business in the left mouse shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
This footprint must be.
Certainly
Makoto,
possible.
are they yours? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I will confirm their size for myself. I could think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big, so it was a girl. Maybe, because this guy is already small as he can be, a petite. So, unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. Well, with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled KMC4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the bottle would have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder, okay. Now what? Let's see, what's on the shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the record probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number, so I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait, there is one bottle here that's labeled KMC9. Could someone have put it here on accident? Okay. So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
Fine.
The world of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number, so I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here, in which case I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Excuse me, last one. And this shelf is... Well, look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. Okay, what I'm thinking is someone actually took the dangerous chemical, because first A shelf has medicine and protein stuff. B, experiment. C is deadly. Someone took the bottle from the C shelf and put it into the A shelf. And maybe they added the definitely thing into a protein shake. So you know, whatever. Just what I'm thinking. It's obvious, but you know, these look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers of this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A, but what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. Exactly what I'm talking about. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. That's exactly what I was saying. Okay, I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Sure, let's go. Dip, leave. He's still here. Oh, goodbye. Leave area. Goodbye, loser. Okay, I think he was still here. Right? Rec room? 4B. 4A. Rec room was on the 4th floor, right? What is that? Data lab. Where's the rec room? Office. Headmaster. Where's that? 4B, I was already here. Okay. Was it? I'm kinda confused now. Music. Okay, wait. Oh. Then no. Wait. Yeah, it's 3rd floor. Hey, look at that. Okay, let's stop for here. And it's supposed to be like right here somewhere, like literally. Exactly. Okay, now what? What am I gonna look around?
Hey,
So Makura, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko, but Tokuhiro told me.
I
Hatoki.
see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient, so it must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Marukuma's bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You would do well to look them over one more time. Magazines? Because the magazine shelf was hiding in a clue of some kind. Clue? Clue. This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word has been written in bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That's a circle, right? Yeah, it looks like it. What the heck? Dang, she killed it. She's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Die? Okay, then it was the bottles, and I forgot there was something else. I think Yoko said she found an ukulele involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, huh?
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all of the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation? Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion, so that everyone can have confidence in their outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle has been updated.
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, alright? An experiment?
anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna cut my fingers for your experiment, sure. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab while I'm gone. Try to gather up all the glasses. With that, Yoko left the room. I really don't know what it is about. It is, but what choice do I have? Better just do it. I took the broom and dustbin and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of an experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights? For what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottle that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the height, the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's
In
balanced,
other words...
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figure inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I'm gonna miss some here and there.
So then...
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together,
Hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all you. I don't know. I don't know. Just different bottle. Okay, what else do you want me to do?
in other words...
There's another experiment, the correlation between all the bottles, put it all together, I believe you will arrive at very precise conclusion. So what do you think it's all of you? The experiment showed that the pieces of glasses on the floor were heavier than the intact Monokuma bottle. And the bottles all have something in common. There's apparently an important secret hidden there. I don't know what to do anymore. I gave that to Sakura. She got super upset when she found Genocide Jack and after we left the nurse's office. Yeah, but what do I do?
In other words...
The results of our experiment, and I believe.
Hey.
So what do you think is telling you? I don't don't think I could do anything with that. I mean, I can go back. It's apparently important to your hand. I don't know. Huh. Something new, something new.
Hey,
There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pick up attention, you'll sure to find it. A correlation. I know what the balls have in common, and I don't understand the result of the experiment. Literally. Compare the weight of the broken bottle pieces to complete the intact breakable bottle. The broken... Maybe because there's a horse, so there's... I don't know. I don't think that will do much. Clearly, hero, what does that mean?
so...
And the correlation between each of them, put it all together, and I believe you'll find conclusions. So I think it's all here. Bro, I'm done. What else can I do? The locker up front, there's inside is a handprint.
Why?
Okay, where
It's
you
true.
want that? But she said I'm
Hey.
supposed to look at something else. Let's look at Sakura's body.
Indeed.
What does the handprint mean? Okay. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body. There you go.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Like me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown purposely used to. Although there are still some times I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry. Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
Correct.
You see that yellow paddle on her? Excuse me. Instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Uh-huh.
Hey,
Next is the wound on her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting. What do you say? There's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Okay, sure. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoka could have pulled that off. Oh, and here you go.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Low-key, I'm not really prepared. It's already time? But the mystery of the locker room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, now whatever happens, I have to make something happen. And I don't know. I actually do not. I think it was suicide. I think because she went from a protein shake and then she just drank it. So she mixed the deadly chemical with protein and she drank it. She spilled it and she, was stopping on the, yellow, and then she went to the room and she drank it and she, it's her. She did it to herself. I don't think there's a killer. I don't think there's nobody. I think she had to because either who's the guy name? What's his name? The bear would do something bad to her if she didn't do it, so that's what I'm thinking. But for now, I will stop here and we will continue it next time. I'm gonna save twice because I am paranoid. There you go. But I hope you enjoy. I do not know what you think of. Is it possible to not have a killer? Is it possible just to, do it on your own and just let that be. Like, you don't have to execute anybody. I don't know. We'll figure it out next time. But I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next one. Thank you.